record the meeting. Yes. So I think we should go forward with the interview.
Yes.
Your introduction. So, good evening. Today we are going to interview a senior IAS officer of Uttar Pradesh Cadre, Mr. Mayur Maheshwari, who is currently serving as the Chief Executive Officer of Uttar Pradesh Industrial Development Authority (UPSIDA) and in charge of the NRISL, and Administrative Service Officer of 2003 batch. Mr. Maheshwari, All India Rank 6, has served in different capacities and handled several important assignments in a career spanning over 18 years. Prior to his current posting, he was also the director in the Prime Minister's office. Also, he is the husband of Mrs. Ritu Maheshwari, who is the CEO of Noida Development Authority. So our today's interview is going to be based on inspirations and learnings one can take from you and a diverse experience. Once again, sir, thank you for coming. Thank you for getting time out of your busy schedule for us.
Thank you, Madhav. And it's a pleasure to join you. Very happy to have an interaction with youngsters. And thank you for your kind words of my initial days in my journey. And you can carry on with the questions.
Yes, sir. So my first question is, how is the life of a civil servant according to you?
See, life of a civil servant is very challenging as well as very rewarding. A civil servant takes up public policy challenges, problems, and then try to solve them through various policy options, various government options for the benefit of the society at large, and try to help people's, in terms of living, making them living easier and helping them in every which way in which the government can reach out to each one of our citizens.
Thank you for the answer, sir. So, how were your childhood days? Like, when did you aspire to be a civil servant?
As a kid, I was a sports freak. I used to be in my college cricket team, in my college badminton team, as also I was very fond of table tennis. So I was basically a sports person. Then I took some challenges. I delved into trying for the engineering exam. Then I moved into MBA. And finally, during my post-engineering and MBA days, early MBA days, I was thinking, why not to join the government? When I saw the role of the government, the role of the administration, so you get to know more from the perspective as an outsider that how much change you can bring to the life of the common man, as well as implement the policies which are there on the government's pedestal to the last mile. As a civil servant, I can, through various job opportunities, I can touch each segment of the society, be it youth, be it the women, be it the older persons and the elderly, or be it the workforce who are in their prime, which are contributing to the industrialization of the state, or for that matter, engaged in employable activities. So it gives the spectrum of the society for you to deal with, and it helps you out a lot in that context.
Okay, so apart from your work and administration, what are the other things that interest you in life?
See, as I told you, I like to interact with youngsters. That is now a hobby that I'm picking up. I am very, keen for new technologies, adoption of new technologies, and I want to engage myself with latest technologies that are coming up. The third part is being a sports freak. I watch sports, although seldom I get time to play now, but I definitely watch now whenever I get time. But one should always, my advice to youngsters would be that they should always be a sporting or any activity which keeps them busy, which develops a team building spirit, gives them a momentum in their life apart from activities which they do in their school for the academic purposes. So for an individual to develop a holistic personality, a mix of both is essential.
So you and ma'am are role models for many young students. So I'd like to ask, who is your role model? Someone you look forward to?
See, my role model when I was young during our times, you must have heard of Dr. Kalam, the former
Yes.
president. Yes. So he was my role model, and I'm happy to state that I was fortunate to get the President's Award for the Best Collector from the hands of Dr. Kalam himself in 2012. So, it was such a big honor for me to receive that award from him. And he was such a humble person. He always used to think out of the box, try to innovate, and use science and technology for the betterment of common citizens and to make their lives more meaningful and more engaging.
So I have read about you and I've found out that you were unable to crack the IIT exam. So at that time, how did you cope up from the failure and keep yourself motivated to achieve something which is even bigger than that?
You need to be stubborn at times. Zid honi chahiye. When I couldn't make it to the JEE, I went to the other exam, engineering exam. Then I felt there must be something wrong in my preparation. You know, for every exam, you need to have a separate set of aptitude, and the requirements of each exam are different. Some people are good at adapting it faster, and some people are, not that good for that particular exam, but they are good at some other thing. So one should identify one's strengths and then prepare that there should not be any let up in terms of missing out on your strong areas. वीक एरियाज को improve करिए और strong areas को capitalize करिए. So you need to optimize between your strengths and your weakness. And every exam, failing or passing is a journey. Important is आपने कितनी मेहनत से उस एग्जाम की तैयारी की है. So you learn from the process. Outcome is incidental. तो ये सब चेंज होता रहता है कि आपको अच्छा मिला नहीं मिला. इट्स पार्ट ऑफ द जर्नी. नथिंग टू बी डिसहार्टेंड. और एक एग्जाम ना तो आपका लाइफ और करियर बनाता है और ना ही एक एग्जाम से आप 70 साल की लाइफ 75 साल के लाइफ स्पैन में अच्छा या बुरा करते हैं. तो आपको हमेशा मेहनत करने की आदत डालनी पड़ेगी फॉर यू टू बी एनीवन टू बी सक्सेसफुल इन लाइफ.
Right, sir. Sir, you and ma'am have truly emerged as a power couple in Indian bureaucracy. So, according to you, what does it take to be a power couple?
It's not about power couple, it is about the responsibilities. See, it gives us satisfaction when we are able to deliver. When people say that the shape of the area has changed, the society is, getting what they wanted from the government. Last mile tak reach ho rahi hai sarkar ki. So it gives a satisfaction. Plus, it brings many responsibilities also, as I tell. So you have to give time to every segment of the society, including to your family as well. तो वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस मुश्किल हो जाता है, उसको आपको अचीव करना पड़ता है. और साथ ही साथ सोसाइटी को भी आपको यू हैव टू गिव देम सूटेबल अपॉर्चुनिटीज टू मीट, इंटरैक्ट एंड एंगेज. तो ये दोनों में बैलेंस करना एक थोड़ा चैलेंज है, बट अदरवाइज इट गिव्स यू रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज एंड रोल्स. And we are very thankful to the government and to the God to have given us this opportunity.
And sir, you're talking about balancing between professional and personal life. That was my next question. So, you must be having a very busy schedule. So, how do you strike the balance between family life and professional life?
See, it is a challenge, as I told you, but prioritize करना पड़ता है. You have to fix your priorities. Then, in a sense, you need to be very efficient in terms of utilizing your time. As you grow up, you learn. As the responsibilities come, you learn. But we should not at any time miss the opportunity to interact with any segment of the society firsthand. That is what I always intend to do, because they give you feedback, they provide you new energy, and also you learn. Learning is a constant process. You cannot stop learning at any stage of life. तो वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस मेंटेन करने के लिए नई चीज़ें सीखो, नए लोगों से मिलो और एफिशिएंटली अपना टाइम को यूटिलाइज करो. दैट इज हाउ वी गो अबाउट इट.
Okay, sir. So, what is the advice you would like to give to the thousands of youngsters of India and tips related to preparation who are preparing for civil services examinations?
See, to all youngsters, I would advise follow the basics, study your fundamental NCRT books properly, be receptive of the environment around you, what is happening in the society, common solutions ढूंढो common problems के, right? And engage with all of them. Secondly, I would also say कि this life is just a journey. कोई भी एग्जाम में आना जाना चलता रहता है. अभी आपके 12th के बोर्ड्स होंगे, फिर आपके कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स होंगे. सो आप अपना इनपुट पे फोकस करो कि हम कितना हार्ड वर्क कर रहे हैं. रिजल्ट शुड नॉट बॉदर और वरी यू.
Right.
अगर आपने सिंसियरली पढ़ाई की है तो अच्छे रिजल्ट्स आएंगे ही आएंगे. सो माय एडवाइस इज बी हैप्पी, enjoy what you do, and do what you can do best.
Yes, sir.
You should know your strength.
Okay, so the concluding question I would like to ask is, if you were to give advice to your younger self, suppose you have the option to be able to go to talk to Mr. Mayur Maheshwari, say of age 20, so what would you have told him and what advice would you have given to him?
At the cost of repeating myself, I would say what I've just told. For any youngster, think big, enjoy what you want to do, and develop a passion for it. So if you have a passion, for example, you want to become an aerospace engineer, right? Then you should know what an aerospace engineer means. Forget about the exam and everything. You should feel the aerospace. You should know where are you talking about. Or for that matter, you want to become a cricketer, sports person. So you should not only play, but you should think like a sports person. Because it involves both physical and mental abilities. Stress कैसे करना है, right? आपको प्रेशर में नहीं आना है. लास्ट ओवर का स्लॉग बॉल है, 2 रन चाहिए, तो आपको कैसे काम रह के अपने लास्ट ओवर में रन बनाने हैं. हाउ डू यू पेस योर इनिंग्स, हाउ डू यू प्लान योर डे. तो प्रोसेस पे मत सोचो ज़्यादा. सोचो कि आपको जिस रोल में आप अपने आप को फाइनल में चाहते हो, प्रोफेसर बनना है, तो आपको मालूम हो कि मुझे पढ़ाई करने में मजा आता है, बच्चों को पढ़ाने में मजा आता है, तब आप प्रोफेसर बनने की सोचो. इट कैन नॉट बी ए मिक्स ऑफ मैच दैट आई विल क्लियर दिस एग्जाम एंड आई विल बिकम ए प्रोफेसर. नो, एग्जाम इज जस्ट अ ब्रिज टू टेक यू टू योर goal. So my advice is understand the goal, see what role that goal offers you, and then prepare for the process.
Right, sir. So
And
just the last fun question. So what are the things that you have learned about yourself from outside after becoming famous?
that though it's just that nothing. I would not say that we have learned anything, but from becoming famous, we are just very grounded individuals helping the society. Famous and infamous depends on what work you do. More involvement with the government you have or with the public you have, more responsibilities come to you. So I have learned that to be more responsible now. So whatever we do, every act of ours is observed. So I like that we should be giving a message to the students, to the society at large, that they are with us in this journey and we are with them in this journey of developing India. Right?
Yes.
Thank
So,
you, Madhav. Thank you.
thank you for your time, sir. Just 1 minute, I would take one screenshot, then we can wind up.
Yeah, yeah. स्माइल करो तुम भी और मैं भी. ठीक है.
Thank you, sir.
Baय बाय. बेस्ट विशेस.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.